Hi everyone, it's Angela Giles Klocke with healingfromabuse.com, A Life to Thrive, and I am checking in this week to talk about what anxiety looks like and feels like, and continuing that conversation about how to thrive from that place when it keeps visiting you. And I wanted to share with you a story. So I just came in from rehearsals for an event that's taking place in November, and this event comes with a speaking coach, somebody to walk you through, help you in whichever way that you need to be helped. And as I saw this rehearsal looming on the calendar and I realized I hadn't had a chance to actually rehearse my presentation, my speech, nor had I had time to actually connect with my coach, I sent her a quick message just saying, is there any way that you can meet with me this Friday, right before the rehearsal date, because I kind of need to touch base. But what I really realized is that what I needed was her help in bringing that anxiety that was way up here down, at least to a level that I could work with. So one of the things that I find being a survivor of abuse and violence is that we've gained this anxiety from a lifetime of just different situations that couldn't be trusted. Sometimes we thought something couldn't go wrong, there's nothing that could go wrong in the situation, and then it did. And so the unexpected would happen, or we would, anticipate that something bad would happen and then it wouldn't happen, but we had built up to something that it was just confusing. And what happens is when we are on this healing journey and we're so far along, we think, and you are, but it sometimes feels like you're not. And so you're so far along and you feel like you should be beyond this anxiety and these things that are hitting you that way. And then you find yourself in that place again going, oh gosh, I'm so scared, I'm so scared. So with this event coming up in November, I knew that I was in a busy season right now, but I would have time later to really dig into my presentation and be able to work on that and give a really great presentation. And I know that, and I trust myself and my ability to do that. However, with this looming rehearsal and not knowing what to expect, I cried out to my coach to say, can you meet with me? And when we sat down for lunch yesterday, I just shared with her, I have anxiety about things, and I know a lot of people have anxiety, but I have really high, sometimes out of control anxiety, and that anxiety can cause me to not show up somewhere, even if it's something I very much want, and I really, really want to be part of this event. I am accepted into this event. It is important to me. It is important to the message, important to this journey that I'm on with all of you. And so I want to show up. But there's that place of that anxiety where that anxiety lives at such a high rate that I cannot sometimes always talk myself back down. But I have learned that surrounding myself with people who can fill that void when I cannot speak sense to myself is everything that I need. So in this case, I knew I needed to reach out to this person who had experience presenting at the same kind of event, the same event last year, and I knew that she could at least give me an idea of what to expect. I'm the kind of girl that if I'm going somewhere new, I need to look at a map. Even if GPS is going to guide me, I need to have a visual of what side of the road I need to be on. Where would the building possibly look like? And what is the parking situation? Do I need change for the parking meter? And so these are all things that I know that I operate in this zone, and it's gotten better, but I'm still operating in that zone. And so I need that roadmap, metaphorically speaking, for other things. So I reached out, I asked her to just talk me through that. What does it look like? What can I expect? And how can I really focus in on what I need the most? Because the presentation itself and remembering how that goes is its own ball of anxiety. The not knowing what to expect it's a totally different game. So what I mean by this is I have people in place, or I have tools in place for when I feel like I'm out of control and cannot bring myself back down. I am at least self-aware enough to know I need to go outside of me and find someone who can walk me through those steps and help me to come back down to a level that is healthier for me, so that I'll show up, so that I'll do these things that I want to do, so I won't continue this past cycle of self-sabotage, so I don't sit with regrets on things I didn't do because I was too scared. I hate all the regrets that I have that are based on the fact that I was too scared. I would rather have a list of failures and know that I tried than the list that I have of things I just didn't show up for. And all of that is attached to that past, that coping, that fear, that anxiety, that PTSD. All of those pieces are attached. But what I'm learning to do, and what I'm encouraging you to do through this series, is to find the ways that you can just say, okay, I understand that's an issue, and now I'm going to pull that piece out and start working on it across the board. And then I'm going to go to the next one. It doesn't mean these things go away, but sometimes it just means, like I said, you have the tools in place, you have the people in place, you know what to expect, because even in the unexpected, you can reach out to someone else who can guide you through, bring you down, and calm you down. I had another friend this morning who just knew instinctively that maybe I needed a little bit more than it's going to be okay, and sent me a song to pump me up, to help me to focus more on that, and that my message is this light that I'm trying to shine, and it's not about me. And it's not about me, it's about this message. And it's not about fame or anything that's attached to that, although those can come with it. It's really about this message of healing and encouraging society as a whole to reach into those dark places. That's what I'm trying to do, is shine this light into those dark places. And so the song was This Little Light of Mine, and it did. It pumped me up, and I was reminded that this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. And that means not letting fear be the darkness that keeps me down in a hole. That means coming up out of the hole and saying, I'm going to give it my all, and I'm going to shine. And I'm going to shine because the message is important. And I'm going to shine because it feels much better to me than running away from everything in fear. Go into this week. I always like to issue a challenge, finding ways to let your light shine, and also finding ways to, who do you need? Who do you need in your life to say, okay, I'm having a real problem with this thing that I'm really afraid of. I'm going to lean on this person, and they're going to be my rock to help me on those moments when I don't feel like I can push myself enough. They're going to push me, and I can count on them, and that's who's in my little village of help. That's who's going to help love me, surround me with support, and help me grow and heal further and further and further. They're going to help me thrive. So who are those people? Make a list, contact them, tell them what you need from them. Be open and honest with them about where you are on your journey and what you need from them, and in turn what you can do for them, because it is a two-way street. A relationship's a two-way street, and you probably have a great many things that will help them as well. So go into the week, do those two things, let your light shine, find the people who can be a light when you don't feel like you can be, and just grow and thrive. I'll see you at healingfromabuse.com, and I thank you as always for tuning in. Have a great week.